Undertaker up at his shoulders again.
Not again.
Going for a triple. A third and 5 to the Undertaker. Brock Lesnar into the cover. Hooks the leg. The streak is over. $75,000 here in the Superdome, paying their respect.
Yeah!
To the greatest performer in WrestleMania history.
Yeah! That's my boy Brock, motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. Eat, sleep, conquer, beat.
I said all streaks were made to be broken. I was not hoping it would happen. And he went out like a warrior, just like you'd expect.
So this means the next show is going to be kind of late, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is going to take a while to process.
Hi. My name is Police Commissioner John Buonifaccio, but the most viewers of this show, I imagine I am regrettably best known as Commissioner Bunnyface. I imagine you're looking for the game OverThinker on account of the episode is overdue. Again. I don't know where that guy is. I mean, he's not even supposed to be leaving his house right now on account of the house arrest and this oolong tea party shit, but I don't know. He basically hasn't picked up his phone since April 6th or thereabouts, and I mean, he picked up once, but he was all upset about a dead man, so I guess maybe somebody passed away and he's grieving. I don't know, you humans are very erratic about that stuff. Anyway, you are overdue to hear somebody run their mouth about some video games, and I actually got lots of time on my hands since Senator Lieberson ordered me under investigation, so yeah, I figured I might take a whack at it. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I play video games. I played a bunch of video games, actually. Way back in the day, in fact. Hell, I actually been at it, casually here and there longer than that OverThinker kid. And I didn't get froze for like years, so I'm all caught up, kinda. I'm actually kinda old. I don't know if you knew that. People tend to think rabbits don't live so long, right? And yeah, out in the wild, sure, yeah, shit's dangerous with predators and farm equipment and all that, but when you got, civil servants, health coverage, and a sidearm, you'd be surprised. I do alright. So, okay, I'm gonna say some things about video games after the credits, which I assume are gonna come along at some point. Like any minute now, I guess. Any minute. Anywho, what got me thinking about saying video game stuff was I had this research package from the ESA. Yeah, the senators got us looking and reading all this stuff all the time now. Anyway, they got this big fancy chart, right? And the chart says that like half of gamers, is that really still the word? You can't find anything that doesn't sound so lame? But okay, so apparently half of gamers are women. At first I didn't get why that's a big deal, like, if they had said half of all gamers are cats, that would be an unusual statistic to me because, cats have severely limited short-term memory retention, so you'd think they wouldn't be so good at games of any kind. That's why that laser pointer thing works on them, if you didn't know that. But women are already half the planet. You don't actually need a penis to play video games. Or maybe you do, like some of them, but I bet it's only a few and you can probably only get them in Japan. So yeah, I couldn't figure out why anyone would be surprised that half of gamers are women when video games are such a big mainstream thing now. Isn't that just like logic? I mean, I got like 105 nieces and, they all play games, so why is this a big deal? Then the fellows over in cybercrime said I should look on the internet, and I did. And what did I find? Well, first off, you all got some sickos out there on that internet. Seriously. I seen what you're doing to them cartoon horses, and that shit ain't right. But more pertinently, I saw that the broad overall reaction to this study was all kinds of dudes just going fucking ape shit. Like, the idea that someone might suggest there's chicks playing video games is some kind of equal proportion was enough to make all these kids go, like, cuckoo bananas. I don't get it. Do you guys not like girls? And I don't mean like necessarily in a sexual way, I mean like in general. Do you just not want them around? Because, and if so, that's kind of messed up either way. Just because otherwise, I don't know where you're coming from here. I guess maybe some of them was afraid that like if game companies think there's money to be made on female-targeted games, they'll make more of those and suddenly the whole business won't be just for them anymore. And if so, that's really fucking selfish, guys, first and foremost. I mean, it's not like you can even play every game ever if you wanted to, so what's the harm if some of them aren't totally for you to start with? But okay, maybe that's not it. Maybe you're worried that since women and men have different sensibilities, sometimes certain stuff won't be as prominently available anymore, and I get that, except it's never actually happened in any kind of big, sweeping, noticeable way in any other medium that went and got itself diversified. I mean, Hollywood has known for years that movies made more for women can make money, but they still make all kinds of action pictures. I mean, sure, they ain't as good anymore, but that ain't the girls' fault. All them dudes just got old. But maybe it's something else, right? See, what I think is... Oh, my shift is up. Alright, we'll pick this back up when I get home. Nice, right? What, you were expecting like a little hole in the ground, 20 to a room, bunch of carrots? That's a stereotype. But, yeah, I sprung for the hardwood. It's more work, but I like it, it looks nice. Anyway, so I'm struggling to understand the reaction to these ESA numbers, okay? Just assuming the answer isn't just haters gonna hate like the kids say. So I go digging and I find this one particular argument that really pisses me off. See, I've been a cop for a long time, in rabbit years, and as a cop my job is to make things add up, or see how things add up, is maybe the better way to say that on account of the first way. It kind of sounds like falsifying a crime scene, and you just can't do that anymore. Everybody, has like phones now with cameras in them. Anyway, there's a numbers metaphor in there, is what I'm driving at. You see, I like numbers and data, because they don't lie. But some people, if they got data staring them in the face that says stuff they don't want to hear because it upends their perception of reality or reveals it to be what they'd not like to be, they try to ignore or discredit it. And that's where you get these jagoffs who are always on about the Freemasons, or the Illuminati, or the Bilderbergs, or the Trilateral Commission, or black helicopters, or all that other conspiratorial bullshit. But when that don't work, they try to work out a way that the data doesn't actually matter, whether it's true or not. And sure enough, I found people pulling that shit here, talking about how the numbers must be skewed. Yeah, I heard that shit before. Because they think most of them games the ladies are playing are like mobile games and casual games and not real games. Real games? Real like fucking what? I don't get that. They ain't real because they're on phones or tablets or what have you? I don't know. I like some of those, and the ones I don't, they're still real. And who put you scrubs in charge of what's a real game anyway? What's your criteria? Does it have to be on a console or a PC? Hell, is that fight still a thing? Because I'm old enough to remember when the PC gamers would tell the console guys that their games weren't real because they had controllers instead of a toolbar. Some of these jokers, they want to get all make-believe ethical about it. Suddenly they're all consumer advocate up in here. Well, those aren't real games because a lot of them are just cheap psychological tricks to lead you into spending your money to think you're playing a game. Yeah, okay, fine, some of them is like that, but the video game business wasn't exactly a goddamn beacon of consumer relations before Zynga and King showed up. Fuck that noise, in fact. I was there back in the arcade days. I mean, I was like floor level and mostly like scavenging for pizza crusts and dropped candy and dodging pest control, but still I was there. And so yeah, Dungeon Keeper Mobile and shit like that are some serious bull. But I'm sorry, it's not that much different from the way things was back in the Quarter Muncher days. Yeah, you had your Stone Cold Classics that was all about skill and challenge, but you also had the stuff that was designed just to kill you out of nowhere, so the only way to get good was to spend enough money to memorize the game. And even the good ones, an arcade owner could usually open them up and change the settings to make them play cheap to grab your money anyway. I don't know. Look guys, I got a friend coming over in like 20 minutes and yeah, you can't be here. So let me leave you kids with this. The whole reason the 50% number got so much attention, was because it's notably incongruous with the fact that gaming scene is generally perceived as being openly hostile to women and feminism and like the 21st century, I guess. Now, I don't know if that's completely true, but flipping out like people did over these numbers wasn't helping the case. Just saying. Alright, now get out of here. And if you see the Overthinker, ask him where the fuck he's been for like a month. I mean, on top of all this other shit, wasn't he supposed to be on like a quest of some kind? Whatever, goodbye.